I promise that once you shift the way you think about your graphic designs, the way that you create your designs will totally change for the better. 100% guaranteed. This is a smartphone. You have one and I have one too. Looking at the smartphone, ask yourself, why do people buy it in the first place? Well, the first obvious thing is that people would normally say that they get a phone so they can text and call people, right? Sure, but it does go far deeper than that. As designers, we should be trying to tap into the deeper thoughts that people might have, the ones that govern their feelings. People likely buy a phone so they can stay up to date with their social media life, of course, but this is only scratching the surface. And sponsoring today's video is an absolute must for graphic designers. It's where you can download over 55 million resources in Envato elements. Learn more about that later in today's video. Sure, we can look at all of the tech reasoning behind getting a phone, like how my phone is my alarm clock, or like how I use my phone to lose a load of money in the stock market. But we need to go even deeper than that. One of the biggest reasons why people buy smartphones, or shall I say, have the most up-to-date model, is belonging. People want to feel like they belong to the mass crowd. Now, you can take quality images and access the internet perfectly fine on a 4-year-old Samsung or Apple phone. But people strive to have the latest tech because it is a symbol of status. There are many reasons to have a phone, some are emotional and some are technical, but let's do a quick thought experiment. You've been hired by Samsung to create a poster to market the new Galaxy model. According to Samsung, they strive to create innovative technology whilst designing to appeal to the more younger generations. Cool, but now we actually have to think like the target audience of Samsung. Branding can sometimes make use of theories of archetypes. An archetype is basically a set of personality traits that specific types of people can be labeled with. Brands spend a lot of time finding out what archetype or archetypes their brand aligns with. This is so they can then make sure their products, their graphic design, and the marketing will resonate with the right audience. Samsung can typically be given the archetype of everyman. This archetype label is related to belonging, kind of seeking out connections and friendship, equality, and the fear of loneliness. This goes right back into the thinking that people want to have a phone to belong and also to fit in. Then furthermore, going back to how Samsung themselves have said they market their brand to younger people, we actually do know that younger people like to try and fit in even more than older people. Now, that poster for the new Samsung Galaxy phone, what kind of approach will we now have with our design? The design will likely use models in the late teens to early 20s, and we probably want to see people connecting, socializing, and just having fun. We might also want to include ideas of innovation and exploration so that we reflect the nature of the technology itself. That briskly moves me on to the next point in today's video, and that is Samsung actually have 2 archetypes. Yep, that's right, a second archetype, and it's not actually that uncommon for brands to do this. And for Samsung, they actually target the Explorer archetype. The Explorer archetype craves adventure and they want to explore the world for themselves. They often stay current with trends and they encourage other individuals to have initiative to grow. But how have Samsung actually played on this archetype? A lot of the marketing for Samsung has been based around exploration. And again, this does go back to younger people because they are the ones who typically want to explore the world, new feelings and experiences. Showing astronauts or new mystical experiences within a design will tap into this yearn for exploration in the young target audience. Let's quickly take a different object, let's say mouthwash. So, thinking like we did with phones, think about mouthwash. What is the basic idea as to why people buy this stuff in the first place? Well, it's to stop themselves from getting cavities and their teeth just falling out. But we know by now we have to go deeper than that. People want to be socially accepted and not to face any degree of shame or embarrassment. Having a smelly breath is a surefire way to get those negative situations. And so mouthwash is a key to social peace for many people. Also at nighttime, when they brush their teeth and then swirl with mouthwash, they will feel accomplished as if they're doing the right thing. Now, you've probably felt that kind of really nice, subtle feeling when you know you're doing something right for your health. It's almost like a self-pat on the back, so to speak. And that's how brands can actually influence people with decision making, by dumping anxiety onto them and then supplying a solution for that anxiety. In this case, bad breath and mouthwash. And as a quick last example, take a look at this design here, which aims to promote running and also a device that tracks steps. Sure, people want to run or jog to stay fit and healthy, we all know that. But what is the deeper meaning? On this design, notice all of the objects that are trappings of the 9-to-5 work job, like the laptop and so on. The runner is abandoning these things and literally running away from them, escaping them. Running can be mentally therapeutic to many different people, and they use it as a form of escapism. And that's how you can make a design concept, by thinking more deeply about what people feel. Remember that if you do think like this when designing anything, it means you're going to make better designs. They will be more effective, and that's what this channel is all about, making the best and most effective designs that you can. This is a great one-stop shop subscription service that I use personally on a daily basis. Now, as you can see here, they've added over 94,000 new assets this week alone, and there are over 250,000 motion graphics downloads. You can find a wide range of categories to look over, such as video, imagery, templates, and even fonts, as you can see here. And let me tell you, the font selection on Envato Elements is vast and awesome. But yeah, you can also find things like website design templates and app design templates too. And you're never going to run into trouble either, because you own the rights to each download due to having a license when signing up for a paid subscription. And it works out to be less than $20 a month for the annual plan. And when you consider how useful this website is and how many downloads there are, it does work out to be really cost effective. And yeah, you can check out Envato Elements linked down in the description box below. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.